Hello, folks. How y'all doing? Now, folks, these are pictures of last year's garden in the back, so don't pay attention to the timestamps. They're all screwed up on the camera. This is just some stuff I've done so that we can get the feel. And really, what we're doing here is we're gonna take a little walk-see through the whole thing, analyze, well, examine. That's just the fronts. I just let it grow, basically wild. Basically, to build organic matter was the idea. It could have worked out better, but now this is this year's. These are plants on the back porch, and this here is the very beginning of the front. That's the greenhouse that I had originally by the garage. And here's the front after it doubled to 4 rows from 2. That's another angle of the same thing. You see I have it all plasticed around. That's to keep in heat. That black keeps the heat in the ground. Another view of the greenhouse. Things have slightly grown here from before, if I notice. And this has grown again. These are the tomatoes which I have planted now. This is the first row of peas, which I had just ate pods off the other day. This is, of course, the same tunnels, but they multiplied. They're very wise investment, I think. I'll use them a little differently, but they work very good. See, these tomatoes grew along very well. That's a 250 watt fluorescent light above them. Very good investment. Nice little item. About $100 it cost. And as you can see, this is the front as it was cleared out more. You basically move back the black, till up the ground, and then of course in between I would lay the black so that the areas that were being used would only be exposed, you see. As little walkway as possible, so as maximal heat kept in, you see. Now, of course, I didn't have a strip to cover this middle area here, but, you know, you cope with what you have. And then these in the middle here, they sprouted, and I had to take these off. If I did this again, I would put soaker hoses up and down these rows, under those, so that they could have water under there without having to ever dink with them. That would be the ideal. And here's some outdoor plants, some peas, and some herbs, and some other things. My back porch, which is like Grand Central Station during planting time, can have thousands of things. That's another view of just one of the various configurations it will assume. These white things I got from some friends of mine, they are lovely items. They work really great. So I got potatoes and those there, those 2 that are there. And there are 2 more now, one with strawberries and one with lettuce. And these are just planting beds, as you can see. That's the whole distance to the greenhouses up there from the front. Those are some leeks and onions in the foreground, and then the rows down, which were basically beets and lettuce and a couple other, and some spinach, which the spinach, it rained too much and it screwed it all up, and then it got too hot and it bolted, so yeah. And these are the tunnels got moved from the front, and I did put the soaker hose and it worked much better. I called that Moonbase Charlie there for a while. Just more stuff on my porch. And as you can see, the Moonbase, the tendency is to expand. Yep, nothing ever stands still for too long. You want to keep expanding. See, those soaker hoses allowed that to really work great. Worked like a big terrarium. Worked lovely. Really a good setup. And then, of course, there's my back porch. More changes. And see, now we got the front. You can see all 4 that are there now. And this is way more grown in. I should get some more current pictures, but I just haven't got to that yet. A little bit better picture of the whole front. The greenhouses last 2 weeks ago, I suppose, before it got really hot. And that's the tomatoes before they were planted. Now they're all planted over on the backside, and they're sweet. They're really doing lovely. And that's the front growing in a lot more, as you can see. Things are really doing quite well. I'll probably make another one of these and update it. These are sort of just the starting pictures. But, with that, I'm going to go. Have a nice day.